Hey boys, girls, welcome back. We're gonna do some beef ribs today, but I have a surprise for you guys. So we're giving away the ThermWorks thermopop. I'll tell you guys how to win this. Remember, I told you, if you tell your friends about me, you guys could win stuff from me, and today is your first chance to do so. So stick with us. We're gonna do some beef ribs. We'll be back in a second. All right, guys, we're back. We're going to trim up the beef ribs. We're just cutting off some hard fat. You really ain't got to do a lot of trimming on beef ribs. There's really not a lot. You're going off of the feel and everything. But if you really come in here and look, you'll see that the bone is already protruding on some of these. We got a couple removal of the fat already. We've already done a little bit of that. So we'll just cut just a wee bit off, a little more off of it. And it's not a lot you got to trim. The fat will really render. Once we get these up to 165, really the fat will be gone. They're gonna puff up for you, get nice big meat renderings for you, and you're gonna enjoy these things. They'll be nice and juicy. Some people inject them. I'm not. I'm just going to rub them with some olive oil, cut off some of the fat. You don't have to remove the membrane off the back. That's what you don't want to do, because if you do, you ain't gonna have you have nothing for the meat to stick to, adhere to. So we're just gonna cut some of the big fat off the back, just so we have more of that to render off. It's not really you ain't gotta be super surgical with it. You just gotta remove off what you need. Just that stuff right there. It's real thick stuff like that. We'll just remove that off of there. This is all stuff that'll render off. See how it's pulling off easy? We'll render that. That's good. Just the hard fat in certain areas, like right here, it's got some hard fat. Right here, it's real hard. Cut that off of there real quick, and then we'll go over here. Look at this one. We'll just cut a little bit off this end here, and that ought to be good. See, that hard stuff is what you're really worried about. So what we'll do is we'll rub these down with some olive oil. You can do olive oil, canola oil, whatever you want to do. Whatever kind of oil you want to do. So olive oil the front and back. Once you do the front and back of this, we'll add our salt, pepper, garlic. We had a little kick to it, a little bit of, put a little onion powder in there. You could do it however you want to. You want to just buy the old beef brisket rub from whomever you prefer. That's cool too. But since we have start being an ambassador for pitboss, we are going to use pitboss beef brisket rub. That's what we're going to use today on these beef ribs. I've used a little bit of it just on some other stuff we've done around the house, cooking some other things. But yeah, just a light coat of vanilla, the vegetable oil or olive oil on there, and you'll go ahead and do your rub down or whatever you want. Like we said, we're going to start with salt, pepper, garlic first. We're going to make sure we hit all the ends and the caps. So make sure you get all of that. So that's all done. Start with our salt, pepper, garlic. Get our knife out of there. Separate them. And it's just a light coat of this because we're going to back it up with that beef rub. SPG, a little bit of onion powder in it. Make sure you get a nice coat on all of it, just so the flavor adheres. And then what you're going to do is, once you do this, and once you get your rub all over your beef ribs, you're going to let it start tacking up while you set up your grill. We're cooking at 250 today, so that'll be our thing. We'll cook at 250, so we'll let these set up in there while we let the pit come up to temperature. Once the pit comes up to temp, we'll let these roll to 165. Once they roll to 165, we're going to wrap them in butcher paper and let them roll to 208, 205, somewhere in there. Make sure you're hitting all these edges though. See what I'm doing here? Make sure you hit the edges. Nice coat on there. That's good. Roll in to the beef brisket from Pitboss. thanks guys for the sample. We'll make sure people get it out there and like it. But yeah, pitboss is definitely a good brand to go with on. You know, some of you guys are beginners in the game of doing the barbecue. Just check it out, try out some new stuff. You know what I mean? You can never go wrong with a big company brand. They tend to put out good products that you can use for sure. But guys, yeah, stick around with us. We'll be right back after we're getting the season up. Hey guys, we are back. We're at the pit. We're about to throw these things on. We're at 250. We're at 250 rolling in. About to throw these things on. Boom. So guys, I've been seeing you guys talk about the way we keep this thing clean. Had a couple comments, a couple subscribers. Yeah, man, we just douse it down with a lot of olive oil, and we love it. You know what I mean? It works for us. If you guys found a different way to do it, you guys do it your way. But we're gonna let these roll to 265 or 165. Once we get to 165, we're going to wrap in butcher paper and put a little bit of the beef stock in there, and we'll let them get nice and tender, swell up, and give us some nice Dino bone ribs. Oh yeah, brother. But guys, stick with us. Hey, remember, I'm giving away a thermopop, ThermoWorks thermopop pin. If you want it, I'll tell you how to do it. Stay tuned in to the end of the video. I'll tell you how to get it. All right, guys, check out this ThermoWorks. We'll show you guys some cool stuff. This thing has a light on it. You can see it a little bit in there. I don't know if you can, but it has a light on it. You can actually rotate this thing. So however you probe this, you can rotate it. Oh, that's pretty sweet, isn't it? So we like this view. It's thermopop, man. You guys are gonna get the same one. It's blue for a blue smoke chaser. So you guys are gonna be supporting me, and you're supporting ThermoWorks. You know what I mean? That's cool. You know what I mean? They're one of our brands we're trying to get on the team. So we're gonna help them out. Check this out. Let's look at these ribs though. Let's check some temps. We said we want 160. We're at 156. That's 157. It's good enough for wrap over here. 180 on that one. We're gonna wrap them, and we're gonna do our thing right quick. So let's turn that off real quick. There it is. Boom. Boom. Turn it off. Over there. We're gonna use some good old. Oh man, those are good. Oh, those are good, boys and girls. So hold on, I messed up. And then we are going to broth mixed with a little bit of our A1. We're just going to spoon it on top, right on top, just like that. Got to get a little liquid into the pan, and once in our paper, we'll get our liquid in our paper. Just like if you would want to lay them in a pan or something like that and wrap them in foil, you can do that same way too, like a foil boat type deal. We're just going to do them in our paper like this, and that's how we'll get our moisture to hold. So you just check that out. Just go ahead and wrap these up, like so. Scoot them over a little bit. I'm going to use 2 wraps of paper on this thing. Right back on the smoker. I'm going to get some more paper out. Grab us another rack of rib. Boom, boys and girls. Look at the bones drawn back on them Dino Bones. Do the same thing again. Take our spoonful of our goodness here. We'll spoon it on there. Like I said, it's a little A1, a little bit of beer, and a little apple cider vinegar to help break down and render some more of that fat and give it some goodness on there. I want it to be as nice and moist as possible when we put it in this paper, because that paper is going to hold some good flavors for you. Man, it smells so good. I wish you guys had smell-o-vision. I swear to goodness, my boy James Grubb with the smell-o-vision. You need it. You need the smell-o-vision, brother. Hey Tony, I wish you were down here in Southern Cleveland. You could hang with us, man, and smell these daggone ribs. They smell amazing. If you guys have not, check out the Dude Network. Every Friday between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, we got some great guests that come on there, man. Give out all the barbecue knowledge you want. Check it out, Dude Network. Subscribe to them on YouTube. Dude, they're all over the place, man. Even on our Instagram. If you guys got Instagram, you guys need to get on there. Add us on Instagram, and this will make your barbecue knowledge will increase tenfold, I promise. Just hanging out on there with the guys and shooting videos and shooting stuff, shooting shit on any other day. But yeah, man, let's stick these back on the smoker. Boom, ready to go. My thing is I still put them back on there the same way, membrane side down, meat side up. So basically you're getting the same way you were smoking before. We're just wrapping it in the paper. When we come back, we're shooting for internal temp 205, 208, somewhere in there. We want that meat to draw back, and all that moisture we just put in that pack, it's gonna engulf in flavor. It's gonna be so juicy, tender once we get done with it. So you guys just stick with us. We'll be back in a second. Hey, like, subscribe, share, add us on Instagram. Tell your friends about us. I promise you, tell them about us. We're doing great things here. We're trying to do as much stuff as possible as we can do. You guys hit us with comments, questions, concerns, whatever you guys want to see on the channel. Stick with us, guys. We'll be back in a second. All right, guys, we're back. Check out the Dino ribs, man. They look good. Drew the meat back off them bones real good. We let them rest for 45 minutes. We wrapped them, set them in a cooler, did our thing. But back to the ThermalWorks thermopop pin. To win this, if you're a subscriber, already subscribed to the channel, you need to comment your friend's name in the comment to win this post on my Instagram. So go find us, blue.smoke.chaser on Instagram. You comment your friend's name in the comment box, and then you come back to the YouTube channel, hit done, and your friend can do the same. They can bring somebody over too. So you and your friend will win a chance to win the ThermalWorks. I'll announce the winner next Sunday. I'll do it live on Instagram, and you guys will see who wins live on Instagram. So yeah, that's how you win the ThermalWorks thermopop. So like I said again, if you're already a subscriber, you need to go to the Instagram page of blue.smoke.chaser. On the picture of this, it'll say to win this. On that picture, you need to comment your friend's name, and you need to come back to the YouTube channel and in the comments type done. Therefore, you will be entered in. Your friend will be entered in. And if your friend wants to add in his more chances to win, more people you bring to the channel. That's how we do it here. So yeah, this ThermalWorks thermopop pin, you guys seen it in action earlier. You guys will get a blue one just to represent Blue Smoke Chaser. I mean, thanks guys for the support, the love and the shares and the comments. Thank you guys for being subscribers. But if you are new to the channel, thank you. Subscribe and you can get a chance to win this as well. But yeah, back to these Dino ribs, man. They look amazing. Oh yeah, let's check this out. So to recap, what we did was we seasoned them up with some SPG, some salt, pepper, garlic. First, let me rewind. So we go back, we basted them with some olive oil, hit the SPG on there. After the SPG, we hit some of the beef and brisket rub on the ribs. Left the membrane on, put them on the smoker 250, and we went from the temp was 250, went all the way up to 165. 165 we wrapped. In the wrap butcher paper, we added in A1, a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic, a little bit of Italian seasoning, a little bit of beer, and a little bit of water, apple cider vinegar. I would say a teaspoon of vinegar, apple cider vinegar, and a half cup of water, just to kind of dilute the A1 that you add in there, and maybe a half cup of beer, and there you go. But yeah, that's what we put inside the pack. We wrapped it back up, went to 205 internal temp, and after we got it to 205 internal temp, we put it in the cooler for 45 minutes and let it rest. Or if you have a cambro, put it in a cambro, put it in a little cooler, but let it rest for that 45 minutes. So yeah, let's cut these things up and see what they look like. We'll see the tenderness of these things. Let's see if we can get a bone out. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, look at that, full bone. See if we can wiggle one out. Oh yeah. And what you can do with these, man, you can turn them into you can actually turn these into like burn ends if you really wanted to. You can just cut that off and actually turn this into burn ends. But yeah, let's cut this right here and see what we get in this big fat piece. Oh yeah, check that out. Oh man, that looks good. Look at that. I'm telling you, stuff's magic. If you guys tune and subscribe, you'll be just like this, man. I promise you. Get you one of the pit bosses, get you any kind of offset smoker, kettle cooker, anything you want, and you guys go ahead and be the delight of the family dinner time. Friends and family, backyard barbecues and all that. You guys do the same thing. Look at this meat, man. It's good. It's nice and tender. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. Let's get a little bite of this right here. Let's get a little bite. Oh yeah. Let's get a little chunk right there. That's good. Ooh. Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah. Nice and juicy, tender. Hey guys, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share. You guys get you some beef ribs, do the same thing. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. Hey guys, tell your friends about us. You guys have a good one.